Welcome back to the channel and to episode 25 of 2K22's Things You Might Not Know. As always, for any episodes you might have missed, check out the series playlist, link now on the screen. And here we go once again, let's get into it. More secrets, Easter eggs, hidden features and awesome details. This is more things you might not know about WWE 2K22. Let's kick this one off with one of my favourite things to feature, which is the always awesome superstar specific reversals. Today is return of LA Knight, who was added to this year's game via DLC. He also features his own unique counter. So his counter is the neck breaker out of the corner, which would occur at times when you counter a running corner attack such as a clothesline. As you can see, another top-notch reversal to add to this year's already massive list. Next up, a fairly unique carry move. So we've covered carry moves a bunch in this series already, which as you probably know are usually moves that are done in the standing position. But what you might not know is that Piper's Pit, which is actually a grounded move, can actually work with it. To do it, simply initiate the carry system, then do Rousey's Piper's Pit, which by default is one of her signatures. Now, not only is this just a unique move to use within the system, but it also gives an alternative position to do the move from. So the next thing on our list isn't a new thing nor a secret thing, but it is a nice detail that often gets overlooked and not used by too many players, which is the practice arena within this year's movesets. Now what this is an area where you can practice moves with the moveset guys, which by default is 2-player controlled, assuming you've got a second controller connected, although this can be turned to an AI opponent in the options. What this also gives is essentially an empty arena match to mess around in, which is actually visually pretty cool to see. So for those that might not be aware, about 2 weeks back the game received the 1.19 update, which as always did provide a bunch more My Faction models, which have of course been uploaded to this year's community creations. This includes some entirely new models that are not in the game by default, including a 1987 version of Andre the Giant featuring the big hair, a retro version of Batista with less body art, an alternative Becky Lynch with a different hairstyle, an early NXT version of Xavier Woods, as well as this version of Roman Reigns featuring his older facial hair. Ladder match moves for the most part are listed in this year's movesets, but what you might not know is that there is also unlisted run-up ladder moves as well, which is a thing you might not even know could be done. To do it, firstly you want to place the ladder against the ropes, which is done by either X on PlayStation or A on Xbox. Then run towards the ladder, and as you approach the end you want to press strike. This will either result in a diving double axe handle type move to a standing opponent, or otherwise a diving splash to a grounded one. If that wasn't awesome enough, this can also be used to put your opponent through a table, as well as knocking your opponent off a ladder. In the last episode, we showcased some awesome detailed commentary for AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, which highlighted their time in Japan. Today a similar thing, but this time for Styles versus Nakamura, which also gets the detailed Rivals commentary treatment.
These men have mesmerized the WWE Universe since their arrival, and tonight, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles continue their rivalry.
Two superstars with similar journeys around the world, all leading them back to nights like tonight.
It doesn't matter what side of the hemisphere we're in. Anytime AJ and Shinsuke face off, it has global implications.
Corey, of course, both these superstars familiar with one another from their days in Japan, but that seems like 2 lifetimes ago.
Well, it was long ago, but these men have brawled since then, and trust me, they keep tabs on one another. Neither man is going to want to make a mistake that can be taken advantage of. Two of the preeminent in-ring performers of our generation are in a war of attrition.
Nakamura and Styles showing they have no quit.
Shinsuke Nakamura had a game plan. He knew what to expect from Styles and took advantage of every opening.
Well, Shinsuke played AJ like a violin. He knew exactly how to use Styles' own emotions against him.
Once again, proving to perform at his best in big fights, AJ Styles has taken down Shinsuke Nakamura.
Hey, we know there's always a lot of hype to live up to when Shinsuke and AJ go one-on-one, and once again, they delivered.
Next up, a nice and simple one, but definitely a handy thing to know, which is the ability to use a wake-up taunt to have your opponent stand with their back towards you. To do it, simply press up on the D-pad for a wake-up taunt whilst holding R2 on PlayStation or RT on Xbox. This works in every wake-up position, including regular as well as turnbuckle, which then puts your opponent in a nice position for whatever move of your choice, whether that be a rear super kick or even a rear chair shot. Last up today, we have got the ultimate carry system combo. So in this series, we have covered both barricade breaks as well as bonus catching finishers, but what you might not know was possible is the combination of both. So firstly, you want to reverse a top rope move such as a diving crossbody or a diving hurricanrana on the outside. Then with your opponent caught, move to the barricade and get in position, then hit your chosen carry move or carry finisher through the barricade. No doubt this one can create some pretty badass moments, so let me know your move of choice of this ultimate carry combo in the comment section below. As always, share me things to cover in future episodes in the comments, stay tuned for more like this, coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.